And look at me. Beauty.
The cover shoot for Sports Illustrated was the kickoff to a marketing frenzy few other Olympic athletes have ever experienced.
Michael Phelps.
Phelps had 9 major sponsors even before Beijing. Now he's overwhelmed with proposals.
It's been a crazy ride.
While visiting Visa's headquarters, we caught him backstage as his agent, Peter Carlisle, showed him a big offer on his BlackBerry.
Rejected. Shut up.
It was rejected.
$5
million turned down.
Sometimes I get a little frustrated, but in the long run, I know why he rejected it and why he does stuff like that.
These types of things were happening so frequently. The number of offers like that just obviously didn't fit in, it was astounding.
This is Peter. So give me some numbers.
Carlisle's office receives about 300 calls a day regarding Phelps, but he's only looking for companies that fit Phelps's lifestyle. 10 restaurant chains offered Phelps deals, but he signed with Subway, in part because they plan to market Phelps overseas. A car endorsement in China will soon follow.
How you guys doing?
To entice more kids to swim, he set up a foundation, and a Michael Phelps video game is in the works. He also appears in a commercial for the video game Guitar Hero. A new book will be out shortly, as will a documentary with behind-the-scenes footage of Phelps. In his lifetime, how much do you think Michael Phelps will earn?
It's tens of millions of dollars.
More than 100 million?
If I had to bet, yeah.
It's pretty good for a swimmer.
Pretty good for a swimmer and for his pet. Even Michael's dog, Herman, may cash in.
There
Wait a minute, don't tell me
there
that
have been
he is
several sponsorship proposals
for Michael Phelps' dog.
for Herman. No joke.
Hi, Michael. It's Mom.
And Michael's mom, Debbie, got so much airtime at the Olympics, she made a commercial for Johnson & Johnson and struck a deal with the clothing company Chico's. When you heard that someone was interested in having sponsorship with you,
Crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy, you know. Ladies, gentlemen, go to your door, please.
Her life may have gotten crazy, but Debbie has not quit her day job.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you, big girl.
She's a principal at a middle school in Baltimore. Her only complaint, one echoed by mothers everywhere. Her son doesn't call enough. How do you communicate with him now most of the time?
Text.
You text. Did he teach you how to text? Were you a big texter
Well,
before?
I was not a big text person, but I know he's always texting all the time. So I taught myself how to text.
He may be too busy to call, but he's quick to tell you what his mom did for him as a single parent.
I'm happy that she's getting recognized for everything that she's done, because it's been so much of a big impact in my life.
You owe her a lot.
I owe the world.
He said he owes you everything. He told us that.
You made me cry, Anderson. That's a lot. Because I just looked at it. I was a parent that wanted my kid to do well.
This is,
Michael's success has allowed him to buy a $1.5 million apartment in his hometown, Baltimore.
I walked in and I was like, I want this place.
What's so remarkable about Michael Phelps is how unremarkable he is outside the pool. Take a tour of the apartment, and you quickly see he is at heart a 23-year-old kid. Do you actually have food here?
We have some stuff. Most of it is drinks, chips and cereal and...
Rice Krispie treats, Nutri-Grain bars, and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
Definitely a bachelor pad.
So hungry.
His prodigious appetite remains intact.
Yes.
Over breakfast of eggs Norfolk with crab meat and a quesadilla with sour cream, he was anxious to dispel one myth. The story that everyone knows about you or has heard about you is that you eat 12,000 calories a day.
It's not true.
So how much does Phelps eat? A mere 8,000 to 10,000 calories a day when he's training.
You know, like, with how much I work out, you know, I have to always just constantly shovel food in because I can lose anywhere from, 5 to 10 pounds in a week.
In 1 week?
In a week.
What are you at right now?
Probably 205.
Is that the heaviest you've been?
Yep. I've never been over 200 pounds.
Yeah, you really look like you've let yourself go. Phelps plans to resume training again in January for the London Olympics in 2012. This day was only the 4th time he'd been in the pool since Beijing. While there, he and his coach, Bob Bowman, brought out a secret list. And have you ever shown this to anyone before?
No.
The list was put together the year before the Olympics. On it, the times Phelps hoped to achieve in Beijing. It turns out he was off by nearly a second in the 200-meter butterfly when his goggles filled with water.
For you, was that still a successful race?
No.
I think a lot of people would be surprised that you left Beijing a little disappointed.
There were 2 races I didn't hit.
Yeah.
The 100 and 200 fly.
So it's disappointing.
I mean, not as a whole, but...
It's all relative, right?
Right, yes.
Since he was in good spirits and relatively out of shape, we decided to see how the world's greatest swimmer would do against a middle-aged mortal. But there were conditions.
How about if I'd get to dive and I get to do freestyle, 1 lap, you go underwater the whole way, you can't breathe, and you can't take a stroke.
Let's do it.
And you'll still beat me.
Let's go.
Okay, let me change. Yeah, let me
Take your mark, go!
What does it feel like to race Michael Phelps? I couldn't tell you. He moved by me so quickly, I never even saw him.
All right, so I got beat by Michael Phelps. Not too bad. Sorry if I hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Phelps is not one to brag about his victories.
They're very heavy.
Yeah.
He showed us his 8 gold medals, but only because we asked.
Whoops.
My heart just skipped a beat.
He keeps them in a safe place, but has never brought them out just to admire them. This was only the 2nd time he'd seen them together. The enormity of his achievement still hasn't completely sunk in.
I mean, it's amazing to see them all at once. It's even more remarkable when you think you have 6 others.
I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about what 6 more would look like on the table.
And maybe even more than that someday.
We'll see.